Sorry, you guys are interrupting my dinner here. Got some payway. I hear there's some soccer going on, but whatever. Let's say hi to Uncle Ed. Oh,
How's
and
it going,
besides,
folks? Peter, Peter's opened up a beer. What's it called?
Atomic Punk. Look at that! Look at that beer can.
Pumpkin.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. It is the season. It is the season for pumpkin.
Pumpkin
For Halloween and everything.
It's spicy.
Wow. Well, as long as it's got alcohol, you're good, Peter Brown. How's it going, folks? I hope you guys are excited as I am, because Peter doesn't look very excited today.
I don't care.
He did a lot of work, garden work today, so he's pooped. So I'm gonna be driving today because Peter, because I drove last time, but Peter can't take it nowadays. He's kind of tired, but it's exciting because
no, you literally drove last week. You didn't drive the show. Yeah. You drove the show. You literally drove the show last week.
So you guys can check out that show last week. That was a lot of fun because Peter was choking, so I had to get in there and help him out.
Choking. My God, my applications weren't working. They're working today. So call in,
Peter
leave a message.
Do a show without me.
Leave a message, 786-474-4435. I've got one. It's working this week. I checked.
Everything's working today. Our sound's good. The only thing that's not working too well is Peter. He's hungry. Had a couple beers. He earlier, when I first got onto the show, he was wearing an FC Dallas hat and a Miami FC shirt. So I was like, it's playoff time, man. You gotta come get ready and represent.
So, look, I had a weekend where I did a lot of yard work, and that's my yard work outfit. I throw on. See, those of you that don't know, before Inter Miami, I was cheering in a casual kind of way FC Dallas because I almost moved to Dallas. So, I never bought a jersey, never bought a shirt, but I bought a hat. So that's become now that, I got a team, that's become my yard work hat. And, I've got an old Miami FC t-shirt. So yeah, I'm gardening today. I put in some fall, flowers and put up the Halloween decorations and okay, fine. Maybe I had a drink or two throughout the day. Maybe 1 or 10. I don't know.
Oh, he's drinking that crazy beer.
But let's do the show.
He's drinking. Normally, you're doing. What are you usually drinking? The
White Claws.
Seltzer.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Don't worry, I drank plenty of those.
The White Claws, but those things.
Anybody that wonders, hey, White Claw can't get me there. Oh yeah, it can. You drink those all day.
What's that spicy pumpkin you got going?
It's spicy, Ed. It's spicy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to talk about soccer? Whatever.
Let's talk about soccer because we're finally at the very end. Looks like we're going to make the playoffs. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that too loud, but our probabilities are huge that we're going to make it unless we totally choke the last 2 games. But we had a result today. Orlando lost.
So did they?
Yes, we're tied with them in points. I'm not sure how we are in the as far as goal differential or if we have an advantage. I don't think we got an advantage over them as far as games are concerned, like we do over Columbus. Columbus has a better goal average against us, but we have a better, head-to-head games. So we're over them if it comes to the tiebreaker. But we're looking good, Peter. It looks like we're
all right.
We're gonna fight for that 6th.
We're gonna get into a lot of that tonight. I'm gonna grumpily, in all honesty, everybody, I was sending Ed messages like I don't want to do the show today. I'm enjoying my yard. You guys ever been in that position? You're just enjoying your yard work, and maybe you had a beverage or two. Sunday night's not always the best night. Maybe I like whatever, but. We're here and we got a lot to talk about. And
we sure do. And we got a
what
lot of
One World
people.
One Goal says. Beer snap always sounds good. I don't know what beer snap is, but beer.
I guess it's like beer.
Oh, because
snap.
I opened it. I opened it on camera. Anyways, before we get too far, and I can say this, I think fairly well. Oh, damn! This is gonna be a train wreck of the show. Let's say a big thank you to Caneswear. Caneswear, actually, I was talking to them this week. They're thinking about doing like a blowout sale. As soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. But they're talking about having a blowout sale. So go to Caneswear. Stay tuned to Caneswear. If you're not following Caneswear on social media, why not? You should be. Follow Caneswear on all social medias and find out when they do their blowout sale. They're thinking about doing one for all their Inter Miami gear. They're fully stocked, and they admittedly got some of the stuff late. But go to Caneswear. They're located in Davie, Florida, off 595 and University Drive. And if it's too far for you to go to Caneswear.com. Great friends of the show, and you're going to get the best prices in town for all your Inter Miami, gear.
Needs.
Yeah, needs.
Ed,
before we go and ramble on and me complain and bitch and moan and stuff like that, let's say hi to some people that are in the chat.
Let's do that, Peter.
And I'm going to eat my pay away.
That while you're eating, I'm going to be talking about the first one I saw right here is B King. He was saying something about how he wished the Red Bulls could have held on to that game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess you don't see that one, but
no, that was before the show.
That would have made things even better for us, because I think we would have been able to seat a little bit higher. But hey, whatever. I'm taking whatever we can get. If we're in the playoffs, even better. Not sure how our probabilities are of getting a higher seed where we can actually have a home game, though. I think we'd have to be in third, fourth place.
Probably. I don't know exactly, but I wouldn't count on having a home game.
Yeah, well, maybe if we win both games. I haven't done the computations, which I should have done before I got on the show.
You're the math guy. You're the math guy on this show.
Well, I'm terrible at math. Anyways, I also want to say hello to Kevin Gonzalez. He sent me a text message as the game was going on. He was so excited, and I think we're all very excited because a lot of us didn't think we were even going to make the playoffs, man. So this is exciting times. We're on. I love about the playoffs is that we're on a good run, and if we continue that good run, we could win the whole damn thing.
Anything's possible. It's all about the playoffs in MLS are all about the run, and we're on a good run. It doesn't matter how you start; it's how you finish.
Exactly. So
that's how we that's what we say to our wives.
Well, there's something. Yeah, there you go. We were talking about earlier off
I hope she doesn't watch.
Austin starting to do bad. They were good all year, and now they're on the downward spiral.
I was watching that
same thing.
Yeah, I was watching that Austin game, and again, I was telling you beforehand, I was watching a little bit of the Austin game. I don't even remember who they're playing, but they were not looking good, and Austin has been a good team, surprisingly good, for a new team, and they didn't look good last night. I switched over at halftime because they were at half, and so I said,
"See you.
Let's go to watch LAFC
Galaxy."
Yeah, I fell asleep to that.
Or was it Galaxy?
Yeah, Galaxy versus Real Salt Lake.
So, I don't know, but it's a pretty exciting time, and we've got a chance. Also want to say hello to Esteban Dido. How you doing, my friend? Esteban Dido. Peter's eating.
Like an animal.
Yeah, one world, one goal, if I'm not mistaken. She just left us a message, too. Mm-hmm. Guys, leave us a message, call in. Don't forget to call in so we can listen to see if you guys are excited as we are that we're probably going to make the playoffs. Our friend up north, Richard Greenberg, got to thank you, my fine friend, for telling your team to lose.
Good job.
So that we
Good job.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I know you had a lot to do with that, making that call up there and making sure the Italians did not score.
He did mention something here in the chat that I do own Inter Miami merchandise. Don't know if I'll ever wear it up here. What do you own, Richard Greenberg? I'm curious, and I want to see a picture of Richard Greenberg rocking some Inter Miami gear. What do you own? And let's see it.
You should just be an Inter Miami fan.
Come on, I'm bored. Toronto sucks. It's a great place to live, I'm sure.
Toronto. Anyways,
pink is better than red.
Thanks a lot.
It's just a lighter shade of the same color.
Exactly. Our good buddy Anthony Ornelas is also on here. He is stressing how we must win on Wednesday. That
game is going to be so much fun, Ed. That game is going to be so much fun.
Dude, I don't know what I'm going to do, but, I got to work.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be there. I can't believe it. If you're, we need to pack the house on a Wednesday. Wednesday night games.
I'm starting to get a headache. I mean, I'm starting to get a fever.
How you feeling there, Ed?
I don't know. I'm not feeling too good.
You don't look so good. You look a little peakish. A little peakish.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to work on Wednesday.
Looking like you're coming down with something.
It could be. It could be something bad. But also want to say hello to our friend Carter. I love meeting some of these guys. We've met a few of them already, so it's really cool to put a face to the name. Jose Velasquez is also following his Peter Brown as he's eating his. What are you eating, by the way? And it looks like Chinese food or something.
Firecracker. It's Pei Wei. Firecracker chicken with some.
Oh, is it hot, spicy?
A little bit. Oh,
nice. Mm-hmm. We got.
I imagine this is going to end up as one of Ed's screenshots when he promotes like our channel.
Probably. We've also got Tank 721, our good friend Bruno. Ooh, what is that?
I don't know. I mean, I think somebody's calling, but let it go to voicemail.
It will go to voicemail. That's cool. Never heard that one before. So,
do you want to let him interrupt the show?
Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it live.
All right. Hey, you're on Futbol Miami TV. Who is this? Oh, it looks like they hung up.
Oh, you were gonna be live. But anyways, who else we're gonna say hello to? Peter Brown. I think that's it. Everybody.
Did you mention Esteban? You mentioned him. You mentioned Tank.
Esteban, Dito, Tank, Carter, Kevin Gonzalez, and
Eric Thomas is in here.
Holy, I said, I forgot Anthony. Eric Thomas, our good buddy Eric Thomas. I forgot to scroll down, man. That happens. Yeah, but I think that's it. It's a very busy chat room right now. Everybody's excited.
So Richard owns the black jersey, pink jersey, and an Inter Miami hat. Dude, you got the full uniform.
Richard, he needs the shorts though, and the socks.
But I mean, he's got the fan uniform.
If he wants to be Peter Brown dedicated, he needs to get that Inter Miami underwear. Wow. Those butt huggers that you get.
I also got some pink shorts. Pink shorts. They're pinkish. They're pinkish.
Yeah. Well, once you do all that, you become Peter Brown friendly, neighborhood Inter Miami fan supporter. Then you're ready to go, man, and you just come on over to the pink side, man. Right? That's Peter. Add some more food. Good to see all you guys. That chat room is on fire, and it's because we look to be on. Unless we choke majorly, we're going to be in the playoffs, Peter.
I think so there's a dude on Twitter. He's like, they've got their own. I think he's friends with our buddy Austin. Austin has been on the show several times. He does Heron Talk stuff. I think Ian Hest, I think is his name. He's on Twitter.
I think he's the guy behind the
right.
Heron.
Right. So he put out some numbers. I think it was like, I don't remember the numbers, but like 85% that we'd make the playoffs now, gone up from say 60 something percent to now like 85%. So look, the the ball is in our hands. I mean, but they're not easy games. Here's a good thing: Orlando, since winning the Open Cup, has tanked. They've not been doing well. Good news for us. We play well at home, not so much on the road. However, we did well in Toronto, barely, but we did it.
We did it. We did enough.
Sorry, burping. And the problem is Montreal, but Montreal's already clinched. Do you rest players? I think you do.
If I were them, if I was Montreal, I'd be like, "Oh, it doesn't mean anything to us. We're in the playoffs. We're way ahead. Whatever."
Oh, look at Tank. Tank is hope. I'm sorry I interrupted, Ed, but I'm a train
no. That's
today.
a good one.
I hope we knock out Orlando out of the playoffs. Is that possible? Can we knock them out?
No.
I don't know.
If we can, that would be great.
Normally, guys, I'm super prepared for this show.
But not today.
Not today.
But yeah, dude, it's if we can knock them out, even better. Because, yeah, they may have a cup before we do, but it's the Open Cup. But, I'd love to just get them out. Let's get them out, guys. Let's get those 3 points at home, against our rival, Orlando, and yeah.
So I gotta say something, Ed. There was some conversation in this chat saying, "I bet Peter owns some Orlando stuff."
Who said that?
I don't remember, but there was some conversation in here about
Steve
that.
Munoz is also with us. I just saw
I know.
Steve. Yeah, I had to mention him. One of the faithful.
I don't remember, but somebody said something. The only thing from Orlando that I own is I do have an Orlando City scarf when they announced the team, because it was sent to me from somebody that worked at Orlando City. That's the only Orlando thing that I have. But that's kind of cool. Just when they announced the Orlando City, it says like Orlando City 2020, whatever number that was. So I do have that. That's the only thing I have from Orlando.
But it was given to you, and that's something very important to say.
It was given to me back when we were specifically doing the Ultras Alive show, and it was given to me by somebody that worked for Orlando City. So, yeah. I don't own anything that I've purchased.
Right. Nothing. You never purchased none of that tomfoolery.
Not that you know about.
And if I do, I wouldn't be your friend, Peter. I just wouldn't be your friend. Even though you're, a Disney fan and you're
I like the city. I like the Disney.
You like the Orlando City? Is that what you're saying?
No, I like not. See, here's the thing. Disney is not in Orlando.
That's true. A lot of people think it's in Orlando, but
it's not.
It technically isn't.
It's not. It's closer to what's our guy in Kissimmee?
Kissimmee, yeah.
Yeah, it's in Kissimmee.
Closer to that, right?
Yeah, it's in Kissimmee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to get a mouthful of food here.
Got you, Peter. So, all right, guys. What are your thoughts? I want to hear what you guys are thinking. What our probabilities are. Do we even have a chance to get a home game? Because that's, we got 6 points we can potentially make, Peter. Well, how much will that help us out?
I don't know what you said, but Tank.
Oh.
Tank says, Bruno says, I have a few Orlando things. Had to support the only MLS team at the time. They have the second best colors in the league now. They are our enemy. Fair. We didn't know if we were going to get a team.
I actually went to a couple of games in Orlando. I did not root for them. I was rooting for the opposite team. But we did go, back in the day when we were supporting, trying to bring a team to Miami. So
I will admit
that's why I went.
I had the Flex season tickets, the Flex packs. It's like 6 games for a certain price. I did do that. I bought a Flex pack. I think it was 6 games. I went to 3 of them, sold the other 3. It was the only team.
Yeah, there was nothing around it, and I can't blame you. I mean, I watched that Miami FC. I was watching Miami United. I tried to do, mostly support the local teams because, you know, I only went to the Orlando City games because, we were going to hold up, signs saying Miami or whatever so that Don Garber would see us. That's why I went Peter Brown.
Oh, okay. Well, at the end of the day, Wednesday night's going to be a blast. We have to win against Orlando City. There's no question about it. I mean, here's the thing. We may lose to Montreal, even with their scrubs. I mean, to win 3 games in a row is asking a lot from this team. But we got to beat Orlando. Bragging rights, getting into the playoffs. This team is hot. I mean, I've said it from the very beginning. From day one, I have said Higuaín is the best player on this team. He cannot be beat. He is the game winner. And anybody that bitched about him is wrong. He's just cream of the crop.
Yep, I remember how much your wife was always talking so good about.
We're talking about me,
Higuaín.
not my wife.
Oh, okay.
She's still not.
You guys are married.
She's still not on the bandwagon. She's still not on the Higuaín bandwagon. Here's the thing. Higuaín put down the cheeseburger, got into some shape. They got him a midfielder that could get him the ball. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada bang, he's scoring some goals.
He's scoring big time. And it's good to see also, not in this game, but in the past game, Campana also scored a couple of goals, which means he can still score. And I love the formation that they have right now. We're going with 2 forwards. I like that. I like that we're, maybe that's how it should have been all along, but we were missing Pozuelo. Now we've got Pozuelo. It's a whole new ball game. We've got some good depth in of course, we lost Robinson. We may never see him again, from what I'm hearing. Mr. Glass is
Mr.
Glass. He's out again with an injury. He's one of the players I don't see coming back unless something changes. But he's just he had potential, man, but he just
gets hurt too much. Gets hurt too
delicate.
much.
Yeah, he's just getting hurt too much, and it kind of sucks. Maybe he'll be better off on another team where he'll get some minutes and he won't hurt himself as much. But as far as the way we're looking up top, I'm liking that. Going with two forwards and Pozuelo there. As long as we don't miss Pozuelo, I think we're good. But we do have Duke.
But we are going to miss Gregory.
Oh,
he's out. Red card. Too many yellow cards. So we are going to miss Gregory in this
game.
Yeah. For the Orlando
game. So we'll get him for Montreal.
Yeah. Speaking of Montreal, Kevin Gonzalez says, Peter, Montreal will play their first team against Inter Miami. All Eastern Conference games will be played simultaneously. Decision day. Montreal wins and Philly loses. And Montreal wins number 1 seed.
Wow. That's how close it is up there. I don't even look up there anymore. So they do have something to play for.
Top of we only look at the bottom at that.
We do.
At that line.
I'm just looking to see for us, our possibilities to make the playoffs. I don't even look above us because I just want us to make the playoffs. Hopefully we won't play Philly, but there's a good chance we might play Montreal, right? Well, Montreal, whoever's in second place, I think the first place team gets the bye, so we're not going to see them.
Yeah, so I'm looking at. Let me see if this will come up. I'm looking at the Supporter Shield. Because that's really what matters here is well, it doesn't really matter, but Philadelphia's going for the Supporter Shield. They were the shoe-in for the Supporter Shield for most of the season. Everybody talked about they had it in the bag, but right now that's LAFC. But
they got 3 points ahead of them.
Yeah. So if Philadelphia wins, we have to look at goal differential and all that. But goal differential still, my God, I think LAFC's probably got that in the bag, And going back to the conferences, Philly's Montreal with 1 win. Yeah, they top Philly. So does Philly care? I guess they probably do because they want that bye. So
Yeah.
that is bad news for Inter Miami. Thank you, Kevin Gonzalez. That is bad news.
So yeah, that is bad news, and we might play Montreal again.
Uh-huh.
In the playoffs. So we might play them twice. Next time is going to be up there in their neck of the woods for the playoffs, and fuck, I don't know. It's going to be tough, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to
Yeah,
hold off.
Everybody's telling me LSE has already clinched it. So based off the points and everything like that and the goal differential, Montreal cannot get it. But it is interesting just to me because I remember hearing all year, it's for a good portion of the year, it's Philly. You know, they've got the Supporter Shield. Supporter Shield is one of those weird trophies that nobody really cares about, but I think it's super cool. You know, maybe because Miami Fusion won it.
Yeah.
They went out of business. But
and the rest is history.
They did win.
They won it. And a Miami team did win the Supporter Shield, which should be the champion, but we work in American way, so we don't. But gosh, man, so we might play Montreal back to back unless we can go up another. If we win both games, we've got a possibility of overtaking Orlando. And who is it? Cincinnati? Is that the other team? I think it is Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Let's go back to that. I was looking up something.
I think
they're Cincinnati's above Orlando right now, but they're
1 point.
Yeah, they're 1 point behind. Orlando is. So. Yeah,
we've got a chance.
We want Cincinnati to lose, and we want us to beat Orlando. I mean, what if we're right here on the line. What if we were able to control our own destiny and bump up to like 5th? I don't know.
That would be great. We'd go against one of the New York teams. I'm not sure how we fared against both of them.
I don't know why.
Oh, there we go. Bruno's talking about how.
Yeah. So I would agree with him. Robinson has a very cheap salary. We should keep Marsman. Calendar is still green. And subpar to horrible distribution with the ball at his feet. I disagree with you, Tank. Robinson is still cheap, but he is so fragile. I think you let him go and you just draft somebody new because that's all he was a draft pick. You just draft somebody new that's also cheap and has promise. Marsman, I would let go, I think. And Calendar's your number one, and you bring up your third as your second.
Right. That's I would agree with you. I think that's what we have to do. But what Tank is saying is that Robinson's cheap. We might be able to keep him around, but I'm just I'm with you, Peter, on this. That he just doesn't seem like he'll be able to last a full season, and we need people that could last a full season.
I mean, what would he see him for a few games this year? That's it.
Yeah, and he showed a little bit of promise, but not enough, man. And he's not going to get called up to the Chilean national team. No way are they going to call him up to the American national team either, because he's just not playing enough and he's getting hurt all the time. So, unless he can change it around, maybe at a different team, because I don't know, man. I'm just saying, yes, he's cheap, but how much patience does the coach have with him? To count on him and not count on him.
Right.
Know?
So do you feel confident, Ed, that we can win both of these games and get into the playoffs?
I think the Orlando game is going to say everything. If we need to win that game. But Orlando's always been a little tough on us for some reason. I think we win that game. We've got a great chance to beat Montreal. If we lose that game, then we're going to be, in a world of hurt going against Montreal, who's a better team. And we might even risk not making the playoffs. I'm not sure. You said it was, 80%?
Something like 85 or something like that.
So the other teams behind us would have to do some major. They need to win both their games as well.
Yeah.
If they have games left,
I
think
hate
Montreal.
that. I hate the
Uh-huh.
I hate the if you win and they lose scenarios. I hate that. That's how we got into I know we like to say, "Hey, in the COVID year, we made the playoffs. Yay." But we barely made the playoffs. I was
Yeah.
there. I was at that game.
Mm-hmm.
We barely made the playoffs. And it was an expanded playoff. They had let 10 teams in. We barely made it. But it was the same scenario. Like, if they lose, we win, we make it. If they don't, we're out. I hate that. God, I hate
Right.
it. Although,
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
I say I hate it, but then I guess part of me loves it because I'm so excited for Wednesday night's game because as much as I want to have already clinched just means safety. This is still exciting as hell, can you get in? Can you get in? Are we good enough to get in? Can Pozuelo and Higuain carry us right now?
That's another thing. I'm hoping that Higuain is definitely on the. I don't know if you saw somebody put on Twitter. I think it was Franco Panizo put it on Twitter. An interview with one of the coaches that was saying, what Higuain had to do in order for him to get back on track. Everybody was talking about how his attitude. Yeah, how his attitude was bad. He was moving his hands up all the time when he wouldn't get the ball. But he changed a lot because he was going. Here's a player who's played with some of the best teams in the world. And he was going out, not on fire. He was going out crashing and burning, I would say, that was going to be the end of his legacy. It didn't look like Inter Miami was going to sign him up again for that extra year. It looked like, he was going to go straight to retirement unless he went to, I don't know, River Plate or something like that in Argentina. But now, the end of the season is here and things have turned around for him where he's like he's playing like a team player, like an actual leader. He's not complaining as much as he used to. He does complain though.
But when he complains now, it seems more warranted. Like, I have no problem with competitiveness and like saying, "Hey guys, you got to do it better." I have no problem with that. But when it's every single play, it wears on you.
Yeah. So his whole attitude, he's in. You could tell he's in shape.
Ish.
He's running. Yeah. He's a lot better now than he was a few months back.
He's still a little thicker than our other players.
Yeah, but he's getting the job done. He's scoring them goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
So, will his ego? Could he control his ego enough to say he can come back another year, but not as a DP?
I don't know.
Or do you think he'll be like, no, I'm scoring goals. Back. You need to pay me.
Yeah, I think he's coming back, especially after this year. He's like, I'm a DP, right? He's now finally hitting the numbers that I remember when we first signed him. I was saying he needs to score at least 15 goals, otherwise this is a failure. He's finally coming close to that. He may score, I think he's 14. At 14. He's at 14, yeah. Right? So he's right 14. There. So, but it took 2.5 years. So, but I think his ego will say, I'm the man. Who else you got?
Right.
He's going to look at it like, you got Campana. Great. How many has he scored? Well, he scored like, I don't know, 11 or 12. 10, I mean, he's right there behind him.
He's right behind him, yeah.
We're right behind him.
And that's good because we got our two top goal scorers. They're in double digits, and that says something. That's a good sign.
But I still have issues with paying Higuain, money, big money. So
DP money. I don't think he, if he's a real team player, he takes a hit. He goes to TAM, the way of TAM.
Yep.
Inter Miami can offer him, I don't know, a coaching job or something.
It's like It's like when Tom Brady, who's having his own issues now, he's going to a divorce or something. But
Right.
But for years, when he was with the Patriots, he was never the, say, top paid player because he would take constantly pay cuts in order. Now, of course, they found other ways to pay him, but he would take pay cuts in order to bring in other players so they could get under the salary cap. It's no different. Higuain needs to take a page out of the Tom Brady playbook and take one for the team for all the crap that he threw the team for the first year and a half. And yes, he's had a good 2022, but it took a long time to get here. So he needs to take if he wants to continue playing, take a reduced price and take one for the team for the growth of the team.
And the chances for them to also bring Messi, that everybody's talking about Messi. Everybody wants him to show up.
Even Taylor Twellman is talking about Messi. Taylor Twellman posted something saying Inter Miami fans are going to love this guy. And it makes you wonder, does he know something we don't? Taylor Twellman's on the inside, guys.
He is on the inside. He would know much more than we would. So, I think there's a huge possibility. But if he takes that hit, if he goes down to a TAM, and I know we've said this in past shows, there's that possibility we can get that extra DP, and this team could be that much better with another quality player that could maybe hold up the back line or something, because I think that's where our weakness is in the back line still, even though we got some good players back there. But we need some more quality players. If we get that Messi, we get that open Higuain spot. Make Campana. I would say keep Campana because I think he would be our future.
He's earned it.
Yeah, he's our future guy right there. And we'd have that extra DP spot for a player that could totally help us change this team and maybe make us worthy of a championship.
Tank says,
right now, we could make a championship. We could get to a championship, Peter. We could. We're on a good run.
Tank says, little birdie just told him there will be a huge announcement tomorrow about Higuain.
Whoa.
I mean, if you're doing it now, it's what, retirement?
Oh, that would suck.
I mean, I just what I'm thinking. Hey, Ed, while we're talking about the game and all that, why don't we go to a voicemail?
Let's do it.
It's time for your voicemail.
Hello.
Woohoo! It's Italia, one world Mongol. Oh my gosh, was that a game or what? We all needed that after such a hectic week, and thoughts and prayers out for everybody on the West Coast. I just finally heard that all the Sam is fine, so that's a blessing. When my mom called in, I put the phone up to hear Ray Hudson, so she loved that. She listened to the whole first half over the telephone. So, oh my gosh, we're going to have to get a jersey that says Higuain for Mrs. Peter to wear.
Oh, no.
He even said please. You could see it clearly on the TV when he was, instead of reprimanding them, just asking them how he wanted to pass. And Taylor, man, he's turned out to be a smart little playmaker. And everybody was super excited. And that's it. That's basically it. Oh, I do want to say special shout out to our Uncle Ed that everybody loves. We're so sorry you had that tragedy in your family. I had left other messages, but I think Peter kept deleting me, which I won't take that personally. And we're here for you, Uncle Ed, Chichi. We love you like family. Okay, everybody. Love you. Love the show. Vamos Miami!
Did she just accuse me of deleting messages?
Yeah, I guess you haven't put on her messages, man.
Hey, look, man. We've had some technical difficulties, but I mean, I don't delete anybody. I even have a message from last week. You want to play the one from last week? I can play the one from last week. It's not really relevant anymore. But
that's what happened.
No.
Shout out to Guyver. Guyver's also on there in the chat room.
I didn't see
so
that.
how we looking He's down there. What up? Getting on a little late.
All right.
So okay, so now that Tank told us a little bit about there's going to be some type of announcement tomorrow, and if it's about Higuain, if he retires, that would kind of suck, but that does open up a DP spot. But as far as I would have wanted him to come back, as for depth more than anything. I think he knows how to score a goal.
You want him for depth? You think that Ego's going to go for depth?
I'm hoping. I'm just saying. And plus, he would probably enjoy playing with Messi if Messi does end up coming over here. So
there's a lot of hope on that Messi thing.
I don't know. You said it, man. And you said, Taylor told him and said it was going to happen. So, guy's pretty credible.
Richard does remind me. He called in from the game. I do have a Friday night message. Let's listen to that.
Hey, Peter and Uncle Ed. This is your foreign correspondent, Richard Greenberg, here in Toronto. About to watch the Inter Miami / Toronto FC game. I made it this time. No car issues, no flat tires. And listen, even though I'm decked out in my Toronto FC colors, I am hoping that Miami wins today. Because I have a bet. So I bet $5 on you guys to win $16. So let's go into Miami. And listen, you have something to play for. We're dead. We're done. So hopefully it's a good win for you boys. And I can't wait to hear the show on Sunday. Speak to you later. Bye.
There you go. Thank you, Richard. Thanks for the reminder, because I did see that and I forgot about it.
And thanks, Richard, for doing everything you could to, give Inter Miami those 3 points. I know you made some calls, had some people, relax a little bit in the field. And I know you've got those connections. So thanks, man.
How long does the question for Richard, I guess, and you, how long does Toronto put up with this kind of losing? They changed the team. They brought in the Italians. How long does the coach have? I know he's a great. He's one of our greats. But how long does he have before they say, all right, we have bigger expectations and you can't deliver?
I think
Mr. Bradley.
those players came in a little bit late.
Yeah.
So I didn't think they were gonna, even though if they had it looked like they were going to have a run, but they ended up choking. They've got those Italian players now. They need to build, I guess, all the other players around them. They need to do some, movements around. They've got some talented players though.
But Insigne is not looking as good as he did in the very beginning. He's dropped off quite a bit, thankfully. I mean, thank you.
And he's the most expensive player in the league right now, right?
Right. He's dropped off a little bit. So, and you've got Mr. Bradley up there, pulling the strings, because he's not just the coach, he's a general manager as well, I believe. So I'm just curious on how long of a leash they give him up there. Down here, we wouldn't give him much.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I think they'll probably still hold on to him. He's just that good of a coach.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm just curious where TFC fans are. TFC, according to Richard Greenberg, changed over 23 players from last season. We are still going to be more major. There's still going to be more major changes.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. That's one of those teams that's probably going to get all the other players, from DP down are going to be moved around quite a bit. There are some good players that they're probably going to keep, but they need to do some major changes there so that the next season it'll be a different team. And like you said, Insigne needs to step it up, and the rest of the players. Yeah. How long was his contract?
I don't know, but he's got to earn it. I didn't pay attention to Toronto. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Jay Lortiz is asking, do you think Campana is worth a DP contract or high TAM contract? Ooh, good question. TAM or DP?
I would have wanted him to be a TAM player, but I know that he's making a lot more money with Wolves.
Wolves? Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Wolves?
The Wolves.
You said wolves. You didn't say wolves. You said the wolves.
Wolves. Whatever. I had a couple drinks too. But they're paying him quite a bit. We're not paying him a lot of money, but they are, and they're going to want some money for this player. He's kind of turned around. I don't think he's going to make it to the World Cup, so I don't think his price is going to go up. But I think we should take him. He's young enough still. I think we may be even able to get him as an under 22 DP. So see, and
that's where I've asked this question throughout the year, because I do know the rules for the young DP, and it has to be on your first contract. You can't already have been signed and then graduate towards a young DP. So it has to be considered in your first contract. So my question has always been, and I have not seen an answer yet on this question, is he under contract now? Does this count as a contract? Or is a loan not count as an MLS contract?
I would imagine it is a contract because he's coming in.
It's so therefore he does not qualify for the young under 22 initiative. The young
but
DP.
You know how MLS is about the whole wording thing.
Yeah, and so there is I have not seen any wording about a loan, and that's why I'm questioning, because a loan is not a full contract.
So it's probably down there in the bottom. The loan does not constitute an actual contract.
A loan means we do not own you, so you do not have a full contract with us. Yes, it is a loan contract, but it is not a full contract. So therefore, he could qualify, but I just don't know. There's that little bit of uncertainty.
Yeah, and I got to say, Ecuador needs a forward. This guy could have probably been it, but because the guy that they got now, Ender Valencia, he's a good forward, but he's not scoring that much. He just missed a penalty. So, but I don't think Campana has done enough. He got hurt. That hurt him a lot.
And that's where I question.
He's gonna.
Okay, young DP, I'm on board, but full DP, has he done enough? And Kata, I think, agrees because he says TAM for Campana.
For
Campana. TAM for Campana.
Campana means bell, by the way.
I know. That's why we talked about he needs to have, how like in Major League Baseball, when pitchers come out, they've got their own theme song. We played this game on a previous show, but a badass bell song for when Campana comes out. I think it should be it could be I think Hell's Bells is more iconic. He comes out on the field, you start hearing that dung dung from Hell's Bells, and you hear a little bit of that riff, and then you end it.
Mm-hmm. That actually sounds kind of cool.
Come on,
because the other option was what was it? I think it was a disco song called "Ring My Bell."
Exactly, but there's also yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. That's not. I mean, he might enjoy dancing to that song, right? But that's not badass. That's not tough.
What's it called? Exactly that.
What are you doing?
Saturday Night Fever, Bee Gees thing. Yeah.
There's also the early Metallica, and you only know this if you're a true Metallica fan. But For Whom the Bell Tolls, none of that black stuff. For Whom the Bell Tolls, Time Marches On. So that could be an option too. But Hell's Bells is more iconic, and so yes, when he comes out on the field or when he scores a goal, they should start doom doom bow 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 bow.
And he should do one of them air guitars too when he scores.
Yeah. He's gonna do what I just did. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Come on now.
People will like that. People will like that.
You don't get this kind of hard hitting news on other podcasts out there.
Sell a lot of jerseys on that one, How's that pumpkin beer tasting?
It's not that great. It's
because of the
it's not that great.
Sultan.
It's it's spicy, and I don't know.
Pumpkin.
I don't know if I like spicy beer or beverages. I don't know, but it's a badass can. Look at that can, Ed.
It's kind of cool. I like the look of it.
I mean,
is that a flight cap or something?
Voodoo Ranger is the name of the beer. I bought it at Target.
That's a pretty cool name, Voodoo Ranger. I mean, these guys they know how to market their stuff.
Richard Greenberg was asking, how long is the Inter Miami CF salary penalty? Next year.
We got another year.
Another year.
But we could still, maneuver around it. I think we've got some good elements this year that we could probably keep for the most part and add a couple more. And I think we have a team that's definitely, playoff material. And
right.
Hopefully enough. If we get Messi, we're championship material automatically.
Little argument going on in the chat. Tank is saying that Kata, we need better technical center backs. I'd keep McVay, Mabika, and Sailor because they're all young. Lowe could be traded for some money, and Kata disagrees with Lowe. I think he's been one of our best center backs on the team. Mabika would like to loan keep Sailor. I tend to agree with Kata. I think I've been a very much of a fan of Lowe. He reads the game really well. Does he make mistakes? Yes, our entire defense does. Could I see us upgrading with maybe DP level or TAM level maybe player at center back? Yeah, and put Lowe next to him or have Lowe as depth? Sure. But I think Lowe's with this team. He's one of our better center backs. Mabika, I'm touchy on. I like Sailor better than Mabika. And if you're getting rid of one, I agree with loaning out Mabika. What do you think of our defense there, Ed?
Yeah, the good thing is that they're young. I think Mabika has some potential. He's definitely very tall. He's good up in the air as well. With the low,
he's like a giraffe out there.
Yeah. He's constantly in people's faces and forwards' faces, and I think that's good. Lowe is also out, but yeah, I gotta say Lowe is probably our better guy. Not sure how expensive he is, but
can't be expensive. We picked him up off the USL.
Oh, okay. So
it's got to be
Sailor. Cheap. Sailor, I think has potential as well, but we definitely need some strength back there, man. And unfortunately, I'd probably relegate both of them.
Ed, this is your...
Sorry.
I would relegate these players if we do keep them, which we probably should because they're cheap. Have them on the bench, I guess, is for depth, but we might have to get rid of somebody back there, and it might have to be Low, unfortunately, because he's probably worth more money.
And that's what I was.
We need to make some space. We might have to use one of the DP spots for a world class defender, maybe.
I hate doing that, but it's possible.
Me too. But if I'm saying if Higuain comes back, that would liberate that DP spot for probably getting a world class defender.
Lowe currently makes base salary of $225,000, guaranteed compensation $268,333.
Okay.
So I guess he's got a few incentives in there, but his base salary is $225,000.
Gotcha. He's not that expensive, but
Mabika isn't going anywhere. He's only worth. They're paying him this year $65,000, $65,500. He's not going anywhere. Not for that price.
Yeah. Well,
Sailor is the same.
Busquets could possibly play as a center back, and Busquets definitely. But I wouldn't want him to be a DP, man. That DP spot. He's good though. He is good.
Christopher McVeigh is making just under $200,000 guaranteed. Guaranteed actually is $225,000, but base salary is $200,000.
So they're not too expensive. I mean, there's a lot of these players that I probably bring back. They're already starting to play well together. Like we said, they're on a good run. So there's potential for these guys to get even better together next season. So, and if they're cheap like that, bring them back. We'd have to go. As soon as the season's over, we're gonna go through the whole list of players and see who we think should go and who should stay and who should
You
go.
mean this list right here?
There you go. We'll definitely look through that. Unless you want to do it now.
No, that's just what I pulled up so I could
The show's
have that
almost over,
information.
so
I just
we
pulled
could
that up
probably
so I
do a
could
show
have that. Have that
just on
information.
that one.
Mm-hmm. And of course, it still lists 2022. Pizarro, $3 million.
Well, yeah, he's still counting.
$3 million.
And he hasn't done. He hasn't done very well back in Mexico either. He's been hurt and he's just they haven't even called him back to the national team. So that tells you, man, we got a lemon. He was a lemon. Lemon
Could
of
you
a
believe
DP.
Breck Shea's only making $182,000
Dude, and that guy covers the whole left side basically.
when he plays.
I say bring him back.
Did he play this year?
Yeah. He played enough.
Did he? How many games did he play? He hasn't played in such a long time. I don't remember seeing him this year.
He was good.
Last year he was good. Anyways, This is off-season talk for sure, Ed. We'll
save it for
a little preview of what we could talk about during the off-season. Who do we bring back and all that kind of stuff?
We'll do that. We'll definitely break that down and let you guys know. So Peter, prediction for Orlando City, Inter Miami this Wednesday.
1-0 Orlando. 1-0 Inter Miami. Inter Miami.
Okay. Wow. I hope that doesn't come back and haunt you, because I will save that video clip right there and play it back.
I didn't say anything.
Giving this the bad juju.
I didn't say anything.
It's that pumpkin drink you're drinking right there. I'm thinking I'm gonna be positive. We're gonna have a 2-0. They don't deserve to score.
0.
On us. They don't.
We can't
they
hold
don't
the
deserve
lead.
to score on us.
Can't hold a lead for nothing.
I know, but by golly, our defenders they're gonna listen to this show and they're gonna want to come back next year and they're gonna defend their asses off because they want that paycheck next year. So
playing for a paycheck.
Dude, it's better than working, some other job, playing soccer and getting paid for it. That's got to be the life.
It's not bad, right? It's a dream for a lot of people.
So yeah, I'm thinking 2-0. We take them out. Goals by Higuain.
I mean, that's a safe bet, right? Higuain scoring is a safe bet. Both? You give him both goals?
He's gonna get both.
Who do we put in place of Gregory?
Oof. That's gonna be tough. I think. I think we're gonna have to bring back
Ulloa.
Ulloa. Yeah,
he seems to be the guy. The guy that goes.
He's gonna be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the experience. He could play defensive mid. Yes, he's a step down, but he's the guy. I think he's the guy that you put in there. He's the dude that they put in the second half. And
they say he's great in as far as motivation is concerned. He's a leader in the dressing room. So I think that match is gonna be nuts, Steve.
I'm just gonna say this: if you have any way to get to Drive Pink Stadium, Lockhart Stadium on Wednesday night, you need to be there. This is going to be a fun game. My concern is it's in front of the normal Wednesday night crowd, which is just you, me, and a few Southern Legion members, and that's it, right? And it's pretty. I said you, me, hell. You, me, and my significant other, whoever that is, my brother or my wife, whoever's significant that day. But
you got to bring your brother because we've been winning every time.
That is true. That is true. I should bring my brother. Yeah, I don't know how he is on Wednesday nights, but
you tell him to call in sick.
He's fine. He works from home too. But Yeah. So what I was saying is Wednesday night crowds generally suck. The stadium's empty. We need this stadium to be rocking. We need it to be full. This is the game. This is why you're an Inter Miami fan. This is what you come out for, the excitement of will they, won't they, can they, can't they? You know, they control their own destiny. Will they let us down? I mean, or will we celebrate? I mean, everything is in that game right there. I mean, granted, there's another one after that, but this is the game. I mean, come on. Against your rival, it's a derby match. Come on. We got to fill that stadium.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear that I got to work. I want to hear that it's too far of a drive. Get your butt down to Drive Pink.
Everybody and their mama needs to go. We need to support this team. This is the closest we've gotten to a real playoff run. So, there's my finger. We need to do it and get out there, guys, and support our team. Wear that pink. Kevin Gonzalez is saying it. Wear that pink on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday pink. Yeah, that's the thing, right? All right, everybody, that wraps it up. I think we grumpily did some good work today, at least on my part. Hope everybody has a great night, and I hope to see everybody on Wednesday night. Look for me at the Heineken bar if you show up on Wednesday night. That's where I'll be.
I'm starting to feel sick, Peter. I don't know. I might have to not go to work on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling too good starting now. So
I understand.
Just but anyways, hope to see everybody. Hope to see everybody there with Peter on Wednesday, and if it's we'll see what happens, and don't forget tomorrow, the Nerd Show.
Oh God, we gotta do another one of these.
Another FMTV Nerd Show. Tomorrow we're talking about everything nerdy you can imagine. All the comic book and drama for your mama shows that you guys want to talk about.
All right, we got to go watch Game of Thrones right now because that's on.
There we
tonight.
go.
We got to go watch that
tomorrow.
All right.
So,
all right, everybody, thanks so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you Wednesday night. Look for me at the Heineken bar, and please go to Caneswear. See you guys. Thanks.